If you haven't seen it, currently in closed beta on Android and iOS. I've been having a ton of fun with it. It is a very fast, punchy game. All the games consist of 6 turns and generally last 5 or 6 minutes. Those are squirrels. The goal of the game is to have the most power in 2 out of 3 locations at the end of 6 turns. Your cards have a mana cost top left and a power they add top right, and then obviously various effects that impact the game in different ways. Play Scarlet Witch here to the right. Cards here have +5 power. That's so mediocre for us, chat. This will Killmonger. We're just gonna end up Magik-ing Nidvaler, right? I'm just doing this. We're playing the movement deck. This is probably going to be a Magic on 5 game, just so I give myself the best chance to be able to play Blue Marvel and others when we draw them late. You want a 2x Cosmo? Maybe. So the problem is, if I 2x Cosmo next turn, and the second one goes to Nidvaler, I won't be able to Magic that location off, and then my Mystiques, or my Cerebros won't work, right? It is. We bought this yesterday on stream. It was in my shop. I like it. This is currently in closed beta. Using Magik on Nidvaler is a known crash. Hopefully that gets fixed for the next patch. We'll get to reload and reconnect to the game really quick here and be just fine, but we have to restart the client when we make that play. Opponent snapped here. So we're 1 in 3 to draw Cerebro. If we draw Cerebro, we should be more than good here. Shang-Chi. Oh. Well, Shang-Chi also just torches them, right? Shang-Chi flips up and destroys enemy cards with 9+ power. Yeah, so we were 2/3 to be really happy here. And Mystique is gonna copy Blue Marvel and give everything more power on my board again. So yeah, get got. Friends, have some Shang-Chi's. Just lovely. Sinister London games are always very silly. Victory. The fact that we won a game without Cerebro bodes well, though. Having the 7th turn let us Mystique Blue Marvel is pretty big game. For winning games where we don't have Cerebro. Someone asked about Swarm. Yeah, Swarm's just a 2-mana 3-power thing. Colossus. This might be a Cerebro mirror match, huh? Oh, did I? No, I updated the stream title, right? Sometimes you have to refresh your page. Yeah. Stream title's accurate. Yes, Quake on Atlantis could be problematic down the line depending on where they play their Cerebro to. Do I want a Scarlet Witch? The problem with Scarlet Witching is that it could give us a location we don't want. Haha, have some rocks, bud. Okay, do I want an extra turn here, or do I think we're well set up? This is a deck that I think we frequently want to Magik on. We frequently want to Magik on 5 with, just we like want to double 3 the turn after a lot of the time. I think I'm gonna Magik into Atlantis here. You! Insert Spider-Man meme here. I think I want to just do this, so that way if we draw Mystique, we can play her next turn. Although I don't really want to play into here, right? They elected to put more rocks into their deck. Weird. Okay, and then there's a Blue Marvel. So I think I play Blue Marvel here, right? Because this way I'm winning all 3 locations. Gives me 12 here, 13 here, 18 here. I'm not gonna snap, because if they have a Mystique, we get into trouble, but outside of Mystique, I think we're in an okay spot. That's funny that we queued up into a mirror. I can't remember last time we played against this deck. Oh, they can't Mystique Viper Flip Blast. Yeah, good call. All right, well, we were winning anyways. But flipping the Jotunheim, so they lost all of those. We won left and right, but winning center 2 is an extra LOL moment. Yeah, so the difference between Scarlet Witch and Rhino is that Scarlet Witch costs 2, and having a turn 2 play is important. No one in the world knows when this releases. It releases when it's ready, chat. If you want to play right now, do a Google search, and you can sideload in like 5 minutes. It's really not hard to get to play. Well, fuck me. This is one of the few locations that kind of ruins our deck. Oh wait, they were also playing the Cerebro deck? That's funny. So they also backed out because of what caught MC. I was gonna play. It's just like, don't play these 2. When's the patch coming? Chat, I don't have any information you don't have. I'm just someone who's just like you, addicted to snapping and playing lots of fun games, so. IDK when things are happening. All right, we've got Cerebro and Quake.
Oh, snap.
Just gonna Scarlet Witch this. Okay, the squirrels are a little annoying. Wait, does this work how I want it to work? If I Cerebro here and then Mystique here, she'll copy this, but then also have the on-reveal copy again, so I can Mystique Cerebro again down the line, right? Hey, chat, it's a good thing I believe in magic, so we can get rid of that. No, it should have both, Gep. Because the on reveal doesn't remove the on reveal, it just adds the ongoing, right? Maybe? I don't know. It feels like it should have both. Alright, and then if we're lucky, Blue Marvel is going to flip into Grand Central. Do you believe in magic and a crashing client? Do 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 do. That's fine. It gets back in just fine every time, but it's funny that that location is one that keeps flipping up that we have to magic away. Alright, Sentinel got into play. They have a Mojo. Oh, Shang-Chi could potentially clear Mojo out next turn, though, right? So let's Blue Marvel right. And then on the last turn, we can Shang-Chi plus Cerebro. You have a Sarah here. That's a gorgeous alter art. So Cerebro gives all of our cards with our highest power +2. So our deck is basically constructed in a way to try and get all of our cards to have the exact same top power. And for what it's worth, the client doesn't always crash when you play Magic, chat. It just crashes when you Magic specifically Nidavellir for some reason. Yeah, any of the location changers on Nidavellir. Work out. Oh, I think our opponent might have timed out. That's Edge. Play this here to hedge Mojo getting filled in. I think does the client crash for both people when you Magic that? It might. Maybe they didn't get back in time. Oh, Shang-Chiing here is bad, right? Because this won't count. I should have played 2 drops here because we have priority, which means our cards flip first, so Mojo's actually not going to tick off until after. This is a mistake because of who has priority here. We might still win the right side.
Victory.
Ba-da-dum bum, ba-dum bum, bum bum. Oh, well that's fun. Cosmo the Elysium. Guys, gals, and non-binary pals. Ha! We got him. Ha! Alright, so our opponent also believes in Magik now. And that is a 4-mana blue Marvel. Well, I'm glad they got Magik instead of that. And I go ahead and Magik the middle here, I think. I'm gonna wait to play this, because holding off on it could be beneficial in case we draw Mystique after the fact. So you want to kind of wait to play your ongoing cards if you don't have Mystique in hand already, for instances like this. I'm going to play Blue Marvel to the left because I want to fill this with things that don't have on-reveal effects. I probably should have snapped before showing them Blue Marvel. So there's no guarantee that I draw what's it called next turn, so I think we just go ahead and play Mystique out this turn. No guarantee we draw Cerebro, and just grab the Blue Marvel buff here. And then we'll play this here to yeah, I think we'll play this to the left to put more power to here since they have Devil Dino over here that's likely to be large. But I don't really need to play anything else out this turn, because we'll have space to play more here next turn, I think. Not the card our deck is named after, chat. And we have priority here, so it doesn't really matter what we play out. We'll just play two 5 power things, so it'll be 20, 20, and 16, so decent shot here. They're going to lose their Agent 13 to the left, and remember, this gets smaller when they play cards on it. Those cards don't add more cards back to their hand. Shang-Chi the left would have been good. Shang-Chi on the left doesn't do anything, so we have Cosmo here. But I'm trying to figure if they could wiggle their way out of this. Hopefully killing the Agent 13. Did we do it? I think we did it still. Wow, that was closer. Rogue is a solid tech card. They took our Blue Marvel away from Mystique. Yeah, she's like, I clenched there for a second. I was like, oh gosh. Yeah, thank you, Killmonger. How do you know who's gonna flip up first? Whichever name is highlighted in gold is going to flip first, and the name in gold is determined by who's currently ahead on board. Well then. This means if I play Sentinel on 2, my hand will be overfull, which is not great. So I guess we're Scarlet Witching Jotunheim and hoping for the best. We're hoping that this roll is good whenever this roll is good. Please be good on the right. One cost cards can't be played here. That's fine for us. Cosmo mid. Just want to fill this up to make their lizard worse. Hey, Mageologist. Thank you for the 28 months. Really appreciate that. Welcome back. Just fill in here. Make sure we lock that up. Wow, I'm surprised they played into the flooding. I guess they weren't expecting me to. Oh, they're pulling one of my cards out. That makes sense. Good play from them. They have some neat enablers to try and mitigate Lizard's downside. Our Killmonger here is probably game winning, though, I imagine. I'm gonna snap before they see it. Do you believe in magic and a turn 7? One card left in our deck now. It's the Cerebro. That's great, right? It's gonna give everything +4 because Cerebro gives +2, and then this gives the last one. Magik giving us that extra turn we need to win the game here. We should win center and left here. Oh, wait. Does the... Yeah, we're still good, right? Okay, cool. So they actually enabled Omega Red on this last turn, but +4 to all of our cards is real solid. That's a sweet game. Opponent's build is pretty neat. Omega Red is a card that I want to build around at some point. All of the upgrades for my gorgeous Mystique jet.
3D.
You assume I'm skipping Arena Day? I mean, we played a deck for 2 hours to start this morning, but then we had to play something else because Arena wouldn't let me log in, so we lost all of our viewers. So I won't go back to Arena because we won't get those viewers back unless we restart the day. So we played 2 hours of Arena, and then Arena decided I wasn't allowed to play anymore. So we played some Runeterra, and then we're just playing some Snap early. Okay, we have Cerebro and Mystique and some other solid friends here, so let's just Sentinel left to start and see what they do. Oh, is this a bot? Yeah, this is totally a bot, right? Alright, I'm skipping bot matches, chat. Yeah, that's why you need to get more than +4 from him, Yoman. I think an ideal Omega Red deck probably involves Onslaught, right? So you get that, and you get that effect bigger. Harder, better, faster, stronger. Okay, Onslaught or Mystique. We can actually play Colossus into Jotunheim. He handles the snow quite well. Sword is so great. Four, 5, and 6 cost cards can't be played here. That's fine. Can we just re-roll Jotunheim with Scarlet Witch? Okay. Alright, chat, we believe in magic. A second upgrade with the Scarlet Witch change. It did, yeah. Getting to play her as dice. Before you had to play Rhino as a 3-mana card to address locations, and getting to play her is lovely. Wow, they just did nothing this turn? They're just soaking mana here? Seems strange. I don't have a ton to do with my resources here. Am I fighting over this location? I don't know that I am. I guess I'm gonna have to play Blue Marvel here. They could just, the strong guy makes me think that they're just like waiting to play all their stuff on the last couple turns here. Okay, so we've got a Killmonger that's currently in our deck somewhere licking its lips. That's what we like to call a snap in the business, chat.
Oh, snap.
Killmonger is hungry for some 1-drops. We get to Blue Marvel this turn to pump up the GM everywhere, and then we get to Mystique into Killmonger next turn to pump up the GM some more. No! Shit! This is, do you see how much more fair Magik is as a card when she works this way? This is why Magik shouldn't be able to make Limbo on turn 7. Having counterplay in cards like Scarlet Witch makes her still playable, but not nearly as cracked. Never lucky, chat. Never lucky. Oh my god, I played those in the wrong order. We're gonna draw Mystique next turn. Bad cause bad, shit.
Wind, aid my hand.
Have the cube. I'm out.
Escaped.
Shame. 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 That's sad too. That game was gonna be a sweet one, it looked like. Dear second dinner, give me an option to not play against bots, please. I don't want to play against bots. Your bot experience is not good. You live anywhere in the world and you would like to play Marvel Snap, you can play it right now with a quick Google search. Google Marvel Snap sideload. If you're not comfortable with Google, ask Jeeves. Just swarm here. We'll wait and see what this last location is and what our hand looks like. Redrawing our hand on whatever might be fine. Thanks for the prime score too. I really appreciate it. Okay, yeah. So we need to nip Jotunheim in the bud. Otherwise, we can't play there. So it's fine to reset our hand here. It's not particularly exciting one way or another. Sometimes Scarlet is worse than Rhino, Chip. I'm not convinced Scarlet is better than Rhino in this deck. It could go either way. Having more 2-drops to play on 2 is important. I feel like I want 5 2-drops. Just for the sake of being able to play on curve. Without any 1-drops, it's pretty important that we have a 2-on-2. Slide to the right. Do, do. Do, do. Some things around. Rune a location. Play Cosmo mid. We guessed wrong, Chip. We guessed wrong. Location is also not great for us. If I Cerebro this turn, and then I can Magik on 5, and then we can Blue Marvel into Mystique. We'll see. If we draw a 2-drop, we might go Mystique into 2-drop and then Magik on 6. Yeah, I think I like that. Yeah, I guess that's true. We could have put Cerebro and Mystique into Murray Isle to get them powered up a little bit before we get rid of it. That's a good shout out. That was free. Hey, thanks for the 2.5 years, Bib. Welcome back. Am I even supposed to magic this turn? If I just cast Blue Marvel, would we have won? Probably, right? I got so caught up in doing the thing I didn't stop to think if I should. I think we'll probably still be okay either way because we have Killmonger next turn, but... worth noting, this is probably not a correct time to play Magic.
Oh, snap.
Oh, snap. They might retreat. They're in a pretty medium spot. Understanding what's going on in Snap is actually super, super easy. It's literally just have the most power in 2 out of 3 locations. You just want the biggest numbers in 2 out of 3 spots after 6, or in some cases of Limbo, 7 turns. The cards have a mana cost top left and a power top right. Yep, exactly right. So this is how many resources they cost to play, this is how much power they add, and then there's obviously varying card text. I try to pull up cards so we talk about them, but there's ever a card that I don't pull up or you miss it, you can type ! Card name in chat to grab the text box off of it. So Killmonger can clean out that 1-drop on both sides, give us a little board space back if we need it. This is a game where it's looking like we'll be happy Scarlet Witch is Witch, so we'll play her on 2 if we don't draw a different 2-drop. I think generally speaking, when we have Scarlet Witch, if the first 2 locations are both fine and we need to play her on 2, we end up just playing her to the 3rd. There's a number of locations that are kind of medium for this deck that screw with things power, so Scarlet Witch is a way to kind of mitigate some of that, although she can also mess with us on occasion. Lovely. Okay, well now we just Cosmo mid. God, hopefully this gets him. Haha! We got him, Chet. Well, that's very Pog champion. They probably don't have many more 1-drops past this, so I'm gonna snap here before they see that I'm Killmongering them. Opponent snapped back. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Snap. So ongoing effects are double chat. We like ongoing effects. They thought they were gonna get to power their stuff up. Nope. Alright. Do I Gamba on the Shadowlands turning into something that's not good for us? I think the answer is yes. I think the answer is yes. No whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy. Okay, that could have gone much worse. We take those. Ho ho! That's great. Lovely, lovely. Any variants in the shop I want today, chat? That's kind of a cute one. Oh, I like this Killmonger. I need Second Dinner to hurry up and give us our Nexus event refund, chat, so I can buy some more. I can buy some more variants. We're out of gold. There are a good number of locations. They're currently about 60, I believe, and they add a new one every week. So yeah, one of the things I really love about Snap is that the decks are super consistent because they're 12 card singleton, and then a bulk of the variance in this game actually comes from the locations. It's a really, really neat dynamic. Sentinel, please. Oh, it's a bot. We can bounce. Looks like a bot. Bibbidi bot.
Escaped.
Bibbidi bottity boom. Okay, they put some rocks in our deck. It's a little unfortunate since we don't have any of our key cards just yet. What other card games did I play before Snap? Magic the Gathering is the game that I built my brand on and propelled me to full-time content creation here. But I've dabbled in a little bit of everything at this point. I've played a bunch of Runeterra. I played handfuls of Hearthstone and almost every other digital card game out there. Gwent was one that I haven't really touched that people ask about on occasion. All right, so they're a destroyer deck. I think I want to shuffle Jotunheim around, so I'm just going to Quake to the left. Don't you say Hex and break my heart. Oh, Hex. Rip Hex. They played a Yu-Gi-Oh! I did not. Yu-Gi-Oh! Didn't have a real digital client until recently. That wasn't one I ever really got into. So let's magic off Jotunheim here. Give us an extra shot to draw our key card. I do have a complete artifact collection. I'm really looking forward to Artifact's $1 million first place prize tournament. I think I have a really good shot of winning it. That investment is definitely going to pay off for me. Hobgoblin's on reveal effect is that he slides to the other side. Predictably, we didn't get any of our payoffs because Subterranea filled our deck with crap. Subterranea puts a lot of weight on the strength of your opening hand, and we did not have a good one there. Alright, we have Scarlet Witch and Magik to both deal with Jotunheim here. Oh, is it a bot? Was Artifact too incredibly big brain for plebs like its defenders say, or was it simply unbearably boring? It wasn't a good game. As someone who plays a ton of card games and fancies himself somewhat smart, I have a graduate degree in mathematics. Artifact wasn't a bad game because it was too hard to play. It was a bad game because it was tedious. Artifact wasn't complicated because your decisions were hard. Artifact was complicated because you were required to do... Playing Artifact was often like having to take 16 different third grade math tests at the same time. None of the individual computations you were doing were difficult, but it was like kind of almost hard because you had to do a bunch of stupid math simultaneously and quickly. And Artifact didn't present you with interesting problems. It presented you with a ton of different, really simple problems that were annoying. Yes, and also the places Artifact put their variants were bad places to put variants. Like, all variance has to feel bad sometimes, but like the places Artifact choose to load its variants outside of draw variants was in spots that just like really weren't good in my opinion. And that bit's subjective. Feel free to disagree with that, but Pool 1 and 2 deck, if you haven't checked out my Snap Highlights YouTube channel, there is a playlist on the front page there called Starter Series with all Pool plus 1 and 2 decks. That reminds me, I need to work on another one of those decks so we can post one this weekend. All right, no one drop, we'll pass here. Flynn, we'll get playing into there ASAP. Killmonger drawn after their turn 1 Ant-Man, sounds great for us. Sag, armored up. Nice. Onslaught Citadel is good for us, assuming Diablo Space doesn't kill it here. I'm just sentineling in the middle again here. Okay, so I played 2/2 this turn, and then next turn we go 2-drop Cerebro, and then the following turn we go Mystique 3-drop. I think we're in a very good spot here. Okay, they have Wong here, so we're gonna have a real game here. Oh, it's a shame I didn't Quake mid to break this up. Okay, so it's important that I play Cerebro second here, because Mystique copies the last thing that we grab. Oh, we can just Cosmo the Wong, can't we? Oh, well, this is great. Okay, we even get to do it in the right order here now, too. So, I get to go Mystique into Cosmo here, because these double up on reveal locations, and I have the gold text on my name here, so I go first. So, Mystique's gonna copy Cerebro, and then Cosmo's gonna say, hey, shut down your Wong. So they hit the absolute nuts here, and then we just get to turn them off. Thumbs up, bud. I love that they just thumbs up emoted me too, because they thought they were gonna do it. Have a big old cup and get fucked. They thought they were gonna do it, chat. Get out of here. the fact that you get to play just all these disruptive cards with these 3 power effects is great. Someone asked about the Have Some Crap deck. Again, I can't encourage you enough. Check out the Hooglandia Snap channel on YouTube. Literally just posted a Have Some Crap update this morning, now that I have a full collection. Someone asked, do you think they're going to implement a crafting system? 0% chance. 0% chance. I think your comment about not having a crafting system chases people out of the game. I actually don't think that's true. I think not having a crafting system will chase a lot of try-hard people out of the game, but I actually think the card acquisition system that Snap has set up will likely have a lot of very casual player appeal, because people like the idea of a lot of people like the idea of things being different and everybody having different collections. I think there's been a verbal pushback on that, and I think some agency in how you get cards would be good, but I don't think that that's a make or break point for the game. I think the current card acquisition system as is largely fine. Someone said, you have a learn to play. Yeah, so Snap is so simple to learn the basics of. I actually have a how to play breakdown in this 8-minute 5 reasons Snap is awesome. So if you're hanging out, you want a couple of basics thrown at you really quick, take a second and check out this top 5 video here. Yeah, I think slightly smaller card pools or letting players like draft from one of 2 or 3 cards when they open a new card would be good. Yeah, I think I agree. I think there's little things they could do to make the current system better and give a little bit of agency feeling to it, but I think like a strict crafting system like we see in Hearthstone and Magic Arena almost certainly isn't coming, and I don't think it's necessary. Yes, like paths or something, or not even just like I want discard, like I want Spider-Man characters, I want X-Man characters, I want Thor characters, etc. All right, no 1-drops here, so we'll pass the turn. The bar with no name. Magik could really use a drink, chat. Okay, so I think I just Killmonger to clean out the ninjas here. I guess I could swarm, but I kind of like keeping my lower curve stuff. I could get punished if they're a deck that wants to swarm the board with 1-drops late. Sometimes Okoye decks want to do that. Play 2 2-drops out here. Sentinel's so good at filling out the curve in this deck. I also love this Sentinel. The sweet border effect, and I like the rainbow background. No Mystique or Cerebro insight just yet. Yeah, now I have to decide, do I want to Magik this turn? And if so, where do I want to go with her? The upside of using Witch on the bar with no name on the last turn has pretty big upside. So I think I'm actually going to Magik left, and then maybe Witch steals the center later. Okay, so they're witching the center then? Okay. Ooh, we get ongoing effects doubled there now? That's exciting. Okay, so they're probably punting left. And there's a copy of Mystique, so I'm gonna snap now. So we'll Blue Marvel into the middle. Opponent snapped 2. I-O. Let's go. Do. Okay, so we get to Blue Marvel here, and then I get to Mystique into double 2-drop. Shang-Chi's is better, right? Because he's gonna cut down Chavez, and then do I win center with Shang-Chi's? So this will be +2, so that's 6, and then this is 7, so 13, 12. No, I actually won't. I could Shang the bishop on the right. Yeah, that's true. And that's probably better than playing 2 cards out, right? Yeah, so we can't win center regardless, but we still want to play Mystique here so she gets doubled. Yeah. Okay. Oh my god, chat. Alright, call the ambulance. Oh wait, they have Swarm? Oh, did we lose? No, we're good, right? We're good. We're gonna kill the bishop. Cool. Okay, I thought we were gonna get the strong guy too. Sorry, we didn't need to get the strong guy.
Victory.
Oh, Zimbot, I missed your sub. Thank you for the 3 months in advance too. I really appreciate the support. And I'm glad you're loving the snap stuff. This is definitely my favorite card game right now, and I'd love to do more of it. So if metrics are good and people are subbing to support this, we definitely expect a lot of snap here for the foreseeable future. For people that are new to the content, I've been doing like 2 parts Magik and 1 part snap because this is my full-time gig. I gotta take care of my family and stuff with the money I make here, but I love this game. I've been super into it since I got into the closed beta, and hopefully it grows as a solid future. Seems like Second Dinner is listening to feedback well, which is great. So sub surveys just don't really have a lot of value anymore, Kyle, because of survey selection bias. It's just hard, right? I only get like 200 responses out of like 1,500 people. What's one thing I'd like to see changed in this game? I don't know. I think with them pulling back on Nexus events, there aren't any glaring things at the moment. More players. Yeah, I would like less bots. I would like less bots. I would like more players so I don't get any bot matches. Has my enjoyment of Snap capped out since I got a full collection? I play slightly less Snap off stream since I've hit a full collection, but I'm still playing to like work on deck ideas and stuff off stream too a little bit. But you know, the collection carrot on the stick is really good at poking people to play, which is why I think one of the reasons why their card acquisition system in this game will likely be the result of success, because it is really good at getting people to play. So I did not get a full collection until collection level 4100. However, it should be noted that they made a bunch of positive collection track changes, so future players, if they don't make changes again for the worse, will have full collections with the card pool right now at about collection level 3100. So it took me approximately 1,000 more levels than it will take the folks that come after me, which is a good change. I'm glad they brought that down. How much money did I spend? A little over 1,000 USD, if I recall correctly. I have to look. I have receipts to write it off on taxes at the end of the year. The napkin math says it costs about $1,100 to $1,200 to max pay to accelerate to complete a collection in about 2 months. Or if you're 100% free to play spending no money, it takes about 5.5 to 6 months, I believe, to full collection. If I recall correctly. But we also don't know how new cards are going to be added to the game yet, so those numbers could change. All right, no one drops. Pass the turn. Wow. When the Scovia hits their apocalypse. This might just be a Cerebro into Mystique on 3-4 angle, huh? I could also have potentially been right to wait to play these later, but this gives me flexibility to play, what's his name down the line? Blue Marble. So I think we likely want to punt Scovia because they're going to get real big here with Morbius and stuff, although Shang-Chi's might mean that's not the case. Okay, I think I'm going to Magik into Jotunheim here now. Yeah, they're about to turbo discard this Apocalypse. Okay, that's gross. At least we kept our Shang-Chi, I guess. They have priority here, unfortunately, so they're going to, they're gonna get to play a card out here and get its effect before I get to Cosmo them. That's actually a really cute thought. If we Shang-Chi'd mid and then witched right, we could set up a juke where we end the game when they weren't expecting it. That would be kind of funny. Okay, I mean, if I do this, I'm winning all 3 locations in theory, right? Although I guess if I play here, they have a bunch of swarms. Their swarms each have 5 power, so they go to 16 here. Apocalypse left and get me. Yeah. Yeah, I think chat was right that I should have I think chat was right that I should have set up the juke with the Scarlet Witch and done Shang-Chi plus Witch here and then won the game. We would have won the game that way. That's actually a cute thing to think of. It's not something I've thought about before. You like set up Magik on 5 and then like rug pull them on 6. Like, nah, actually the game is over. Like, that's actually kind of hilarious. That's what we're gonna have to keep an eye out for. It's like big and for my next trick energy. Hey, Hander. Thanks for upping that Prime for the 5th month. Wouldn't be able to be without folks like you. Thanks for keeping me around. Still a juke whether you see Limbo or not. Yep. I feel like sometimes it gives me a bot match really quick, and other times it gives me a second in the queue. I mean, that would be my one request. Please, just no more bot matches. I've had enough of them. I retreat, because our opponent was a bot. And I don't really enjoy playing against bots. This is a real person, chat. They're emoting. No plays on 1. Alright, how about we Quake the Jotunheim here? Because we could end up flipping Jotunheim into the location that their Angela is at here, and it would be hilarious. Okay, I mean, Angela into Danger Room is also kind of funny. We just swarm middle. I don't want to play Cerebro on 3 because I don't currently have Mystique lined up for afterwards. Okay, with Blue Marvel on 6, I can Cerebro on 4 here, and then we'll Magik on 5, Blue Marvel on 6. Alright, I mean, losing the Nakia there is actually kind of upside for their Angela. Although, if they make her too big, we can Shang-Chi's her off the board, right? Do you believe in magic and the turn 7? Do 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 do. They played Goose in the middle? It's like a strange one. Yeah, I guess Goose locks me out of Shang-Chi in the middle. This is real. We'll Marvel here, and then we're 1 in 3 to draw Mystique next turn. If we don't draw Mystique, I say that's a lot of cards. You got Mysterio. Huh, so we're probably torched in the danger room, huh? If Shang-Chi lives right, we like easily win right though. We just go like Shang-Chi Killmonger, right? Call it a day. Is Colossus better than Killmongering? I thought it is. I'll just be lucky, chat. I guess if the real Mysterio is left, a play there could get us. Solid game. Even if the real Mysterio had been left, we still win, right? Getting to Shang-Chi and Killmonger both on turn 7 is like one of the best interactive reactive things you can do post Magik. It's so powerful. So Magik is a fire design. She's real good. One way or another. Alright, speaking of designs, how are cards balanced in Snap? Is it fairly consistent or it varies? I don't understand. Are you asking, is the game well balanced? They've done a few balance patches. I think the current game balance is pretty good, yes, if you asked me. I am happy with the current game balance overall. Alright, this is my idea for another Pool 1, Pool 2 deck. Do I want to, let's flip this to a scene where you can see it. I don't think I want to make any changes. Sentinel might be better. Ignore the key card shit. That's from a deck tech earlier. I think maybe Sentinel is better than Cable. Sentinel's pretty good curve filler. And the nice thing about Sentinel is he's a 2 and a 3 if you don't have a good 3 to play out. All right, I think I've talked myself into Sentinel over Cable. Yeah, I think there's actually only one card I'd like to see nerfed in the current balance patch, and that's Magik. Agreed. What does a mid-range deck mean in a CCG with fixed length? So I've been referring to decks that have interactive elements and individual card quality, high individual card quality as mid-range decks. That's subjective though. There isn't really like a good static definition, but yeah, that's what I've been referring to as decks as mid-range decks. Usually high card quality and interactive. Oh my god, I loaded up with the wrong deck. I took a screenshot, and in my brain, taking the screenshot was me changing the deck name, the deck I'm playing, but apologies. We'll sacrifice a cube. There we go. Now we match the picture. All right, we've got the Wakanda curve here. We've got Okoye into Nakia on 2-3, which is great. And we're heading to the embassy, chat. Everybody gets a bonus. Vector's kind of scary. So every card we subsequently draw will have extra power. Ooh, Shang-Chi potentially deals with Collector down the line, which is nice. We've got one of our Okoye cards. Not a big deal. Okay, so I have to ask myself the question now. Do I think Sandman favors me or favors them? Do I think Sandman into Shang-Chi into Chavez wins this match? I think there's a good chance it does, right? This locks players only playing one card per turn. I'm gonna Sandman the Monster Metropolis and punt the Embassy. Actually, this might be their collector is so small. We actually can't kill him with Shang-Chi. Probably just Vision, right? Yeah, it's probably just play this large land out. I love some of the mouse over effects this game does. They're so great. They did draw a card from our deck with Cable, so I guess there's a small chance that there's a small chance they took our Chavez. They did not. So Vision gets to move each turn, so we can slide to the left here, and then we can Chavez to the right, and this should be a W, I imagine. I get to play one card with Sandman here. His effect is so good. The little animations of this game are so well done. Just a nice amount of polish. Haha, we won the tiebreaker clean. Nice. Yeah, Chavez Vision mid could have also been a thing. I agree with that. Because I guess they can only make one play, right? So the problem with Chavez Vision mid would be if they played something over here like, what was it, a White Queen gets us? Yeah, if they would have played a White Queen to the right, the White Queen would have had 6 plus 3 power here, and then this would have beaten me here. So it's not correct to play mid because they could have White Queen. This deck, for anybody hanging out that's just starting out in Marvel Snap, this is the next deck I'm working on getting some game highlights for my Pool 1, Pool 2 series. for people that don't know what the pools refer to in Snap, when you're collecting cards, the first 200 account levels are pool 1. The second 300th account levels until 470 are pool 2. So basically my starter series pool 1 and pool 2 deck highlights are all decks that you're guaranteed to be able to craft and play in Snap after just playing for the first 2 to 3 weeks free to play, or within the first 4 or 5 days if you're spending the right amount of money. They're good decks to be peeking at if you're looking for things to play at the start of your Snap stuff. No 2-drop's a little sad. Hopefully we hit one of our 4 2s next turn. Alright, when I bounce on the bot. How's Storm been without Juggernaut? I don't know. I think she's probably fine. So we have both Vision and Vision and Claw as extra ways to cheat power into Storm's location after she's locked it out. Yeah, Juggernaut's pull 3, unfortunately. Juggernaut's a fantastic combo with Storm, but he is not a pull 1 or pull 2 card. Appears to have lost their connection to the server. What are my favorite cards? I really like the good build around cards. Cerebro and Mr. Negative I think are probably 2 of the most interesting cards in Marvel Snap. Just because they like demand you build your entire deck about thinking about them. Doc Ock's up there for not build around cards. He's a fun stat stick with a neat disruptive mechanic. I think the Have Some Crap deck that we posted a highlight of on the Snap YouTube channel today is probably my favorite deck in the game at the moment. It's really amusing. All right, no 2-drop. Hopefully we find one of those here. Hit me, dealer. Okoye. Lovely. Look at that, chat. Wakanda flips up and Okoye is drawn. Shuffler must be rigged. Love it. Psylocke into Jotunheim is good for us. We'll drop Nakia in the center here to pump up the squad. Omega Red in the middle. Okay. So, I mean, they're probably not going to play into here next turn, right? So I think I just storm it. Vision right, and then we might just claw left next turn. We'll see what they do. Magik, okay. Getting to know about that a turn sooner gives us a lot of good flexibility here. So I think we just like Chavez mid now. I guess I could Sandman plus Sentinel. Is an interesting amount of flexibility. Because then it kind of locks, it makes it more predictable what they're going to be able to do next turn. I'm gonna Sandman plus Sentinel, because we're only gonna have one play next turn anyways, I think, so we might as well lock them into the same. Okay, so do we think their next card is Iron Man, or is it Mr. Fantastic? Because if they Iron Man, we obviously can't compete here. What if we Vision left, Chavez right? We lose to Mr. Fantastic with this line? Mystique on the last one could be bad for us. If they Mystique, this beats them, right? Because we go up to 17. Oh no, I guess it doesn't, right? Because Warpath is still here. All right, so we're not beating Mystique. I think I'm just gonna do this and hope for an Iron Man here in the middle. Yep, that'll do, pig. Yeah, I think Omega Red's card worth building around for sure. It's on my list of things to get to. All right, we've got Scorpion on 2. Clintar left. That might be a location we want to storm down the line. Oh, and we have Killmonger into their Sunspot now as well. The downside to storming into Clintar is I can't claw into it later. So I think I'm going to storm right. Oh, they played right. Interesting. Okay, and now that they Morbius right, I think we're just punting the right side location, right? I think we're punting the right side location because long term we probably can't keep up with that. So I'm gonna Scorpion plus Killmonger here in the middle, clear out their Sunspot. Hopefully they play into the flooding since we're giving up on that. Yeah, that's great. Oh, that's great for a variety of reasons. Huh. With Vision and Claw, we might actually not be punting the flooding now. The question is, do we take a second to Nakia here first? I think the answer is yes, because we obviously can't beat Dracula and Clintar. They did nothing this turn. Okay. Interesting. Sentinel is wonderful curve filler. Opponent has snapped, sure. I mean, if they infinite us, we just Shang-Chi them, right? So Morbius is only gaining 2 more power here, right? So Claw here actually just does this on his own. So we can actually just do this. Right? And then we have 7 into the flooded. I guess if their last card discards a card. I guess they usually play Chavez, right? We're gonna lose mid. That's true. What if we Shang-Chi mid, Vision right? Because Chavez mid loses to their Chavez. Yeah. Okay, cool. Clean. Clean game. Nice. Yeah, and their deck's one of the better decks in the format right now. I think the Discard Collector deck is one of the stronger decks in the metagame at the moment. It's one of the, it has a lot of pull 1 and pull 2 cards, only a couple of key pull 3 ones. Hey, no 1-drops. We have Okoye on 2, which is lovely. You basically always want to play Okoye on 2 if you have her. She's great. The Kia? Scorpion. I mean, that also sounds great for us, right? Take some power out of your hands here. I think we're favored if we Sandman from here, right? Who thinks we're ahead if we Sandman? And then the question is, where do I Sandman? I think I Sandman left. And then we'll, like, claw middle, Chavez in another. Yeah, Sandman. Sandman is really reasonable into negative. They only get to make 1 play a turn from here on out. Same as us. I guess I needed a different bigger unit here, huh? So they're just gonna play something here that's at least 5 power and then we die. And get got by our own card here. Wow, I was so excited when the tiger went right, and then Zola flipped out. We lost a lot of, we won 1 flip, and then we lost this flip here. So they flipped the Zola as a good card, and then they hit the Dino instead of the Lockjaw. If they hit the Lockjaw, we won, right? Because we would have won center, and then here would be minus 14, so they'd only be at 9, or yeah, they'd be at 19 to R20. It's actually kind of a close game. Ended up coming down to losing a 50% flip after winning one. One of the things I actually like about this game, and the small deck size really helps with this, is it's very easy to intuit the variance that you're experiencing because the numbers are small. So if you have a good base stats understanding, you can kind of compute offhand, like what your odds are of different things happening very cleanly. A 1-drops on the turn. Well, that's really sad. We drew Killmonger for their Sunspot, I guess, but not having Nakia on 3 is annoying. Cloning Vets to Killmonger just in case we feel like we need him later. I guess we're not playing Nakia this game, huh? And I think I'd rather have a second vision than draw a random card next turn. Double vision on turn 5 gives my opponent a lot of things to calculate in terms of like where my cards could go. They have 7 mana? Is our opponent a bot? They are not. I assume we're just torched here. Our games where we don't have a 2-drop feel really bad. We're supposed to have a 5th. It's close. This game was also extra bad because on top of not having a 2-drop, our Icebox and our Nakia. But games like that where you had a bad bit of bad variance just get to bounce out for 1 cubes, they're probably not worth accounting for. Clearly, our Paul friend here is very close in collection level and rank level to us. This is the other side of when someone asked what we could improve in Snap. More players would mean less spots and less repairs. And the higher ranks hitting the same person 2 or 3 times in a row is something that happens a little bit too often when you're both queuing up at the same time. Yeah, my pull 3 version of this deck played Domino Hoffman.
Victory.
But like, there were a lot of like utility 2-drops I wanted to play. So I think I like having more likely to have my other cards on curve. Chavez. Alright, so let's remember Chavez is gone. Won't be able to count on her on turn 6. Just gonna get left hanging. Some Morbin time here. Good God, man. Where do I even put Nakia? Where do I even put Nakia? Do I just like put her into Atlantis and then like plan to Shang-Chi there down the line? This is my favorite Morbius variant. Sweet. Yeah, the all detrimental locations for the most part are some of the more interesting games a lot of the time too, because like both players are dealing with it, right? It's not like just one of you is having to deal with what's going on. Scarlet Witch, the Jotunheim here. It did nothing. Interesting. Oh, don't hit my vision. All right, deal. All right, so we go Shang-Chi here. Sentinel here. Call it a day. We won the tiebreaker by 1. We're up 6 here. They're up 5 here. What a silly game. Hey, Defender of Cats, thanks for the 20 months. Welcome back. Appreciate it. The negative zone rate increase. Yeah, I think that was a good one to make less common overall. Someone asked, is a deck that can run Juggernaut? Yeah, I think Juggernaut's always good when paired with Storm. So if you have Juggernaut as a pull 3 card, it's a solid include in this archetype for sure. That's a rough beat, Messiah. When I swap for Juggernaut, that's a tough question. Probably one of the 2s. Or Nakia? Maybe Nakia. I don't think Dr. Doom belongs in this deck. You're a Chavez deck. Alright, no 1-drops. We have a Koye on 2 for our best possible start. Drop her into Clint. It's close, actually. What do we think on the upside of Scorpion first versus Okoye first? So Scorpion hits 4 of their cards, but Okoye boosts 4 of our cards. It might be a Scorpion first angle, actually. That's close. Do we punt Clint with the armor here now? I might punt Clint with the armor here. Play Witch into... I guess I could do this later. Let's Okoye into Clintar for now. Punt Clint for the time being. Mr. Sandman, can you win me the game? Do 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 do. I don't think so. Do 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 do. I guess we vision. And then next turn we can like Shang-Chi. Oh my god. Hobgoblin into Jotunheim is brutal. Okay, so that gets us, right? Did I play Runeterra at all? We did a sponsored segment for Runeterra right before this, actually. Oh, I just clicked end turn instead of clicking retreat chat. Alright, we gave him an extra cube by clicking the wrong button. Runeterra is not a super popular game, so I mostly just do it when sponsored stuff comes up, because metrics aren't good enough to justify more time to it than that. I spent a lot of time trying to make Runeterra work for content, and there just aren't metrics for it. This doesn't have a very large following, so I poke into it when I can support myself with it, but not much outside of that. Any leaked card? I really want the Hitmonkey. Hitmonkey slots really well into the Beast Bounce deck, and I like that deck a lot. Kind of fan of Sandman hasn't done well this set. Yeah, I think Sandman's really good against things like the discard deck that want to play a bunch of swarms into the last turns. You're right that there's a lot of matchups where Sandman is not good. You just don't play Sandman in those matchups. Yeah, my Snap YouTube has reviews of the unreleased leak cards if you want my individual thoughts on a lot of them. A lot of great content up there. All right, we have the Wakanda start. Okoye into Nakia, sign me up. Slide her into the Baxter building here. Well, Nakia will get to undo a little bit of that, I guess, depending on what we draw. I guess we'll play her into the danger room now, since she's not gonna add power to whoever we play her.
Opponent snapped.
Guess I'm just playing my highest power card here, right? We gotta try and win the Baxter building.
Face the might of Asgard. Mjolnir.
Yeah, Vision's an alright draw. Do I think they're gonna find Thor's hammer chip? So if we kill Thor here and we assume they have 5, 6, 7, I'm gonna have 10, 12, 11. I'm probably still losing this, right? I think we're bounced out here. I think this game does a ton of things right, and it's way more approachable than a lot of card games, and the fact that it has really fast, punchy gameplay, I think is a huge leg up for it. And I also think the fact that it has incredibly predatory, addictive collection mechanics means that it'll almost assuredly be successful because the psychology behind it is something that will keep people playing. You were the one that asked about Runeterra. I actually think one of the reasons why Runeterra failed to gain traction was because it was too consumer friendly. I think because Runeterra's card game system for collecting just meant everybody like incidentally had all of the cards, there was no incentive to really keep people playing. Because despite people saying they just want to play fun games, the reality is people play their card games far less when they have all of the cards. They don't have anything to work towards. Feeling like you're accomplishing something by building up your collection is a drive that keeps a lot of people playing consistently, and this game does that really well. No 1-drop. We'll pass the turn here. Have Scorpion for turn 2. We'll play that into Nidvaler here in the center. Do you hear? Scarlet Witch plus Sequoia here. And then we have like Claw into Chavez or Vision into Chavez, depending on what they do. Really love to draw Shang-Chi to round things out. That's nice, yeah. Should likely win our center location. Then we could decide where we want to slide Vision to have the best chance to win. Win some permutations of the way this plays out. We're definitely not a guarantee by any means. The fact that we have Shang-Chi makes me wish I would have spread out my my power in the center a little bit more to other locations, but it is what it is. I have a bunch of free swarms here, but those swarms are smaller on the right, so yeah, solid gambit. They just didn't play into the sewer system because swarm's not great there. Long friends. Crunch. Love it. Our deck definitely seems to have play into the discard deck, which is one of the best decks in the format at the moment. One up my Sentinel split here.
Animated.
In that sense, monthly drip feeds should retain attention better than big expansions. Yeah, I believe so, Torkin. Engagement attention, yeah, whatever you want to call it. What do the split cards do? I split Natman. They just give you different cosmetic effects. So if you look when you infinity split something, you start getting different backgrounds on them. Eventually you start getting border effects like these. They just give you fancier versions of cards. No one drop, pass the turn. Sentinel on 2 here. Fill the curve out. Everything's sliding to the right, shit. So it doesn't really matter where I play the Nakia, she's gonna end up here. It's probably a game where we're not playing a Koye. We'll see what they do this turn, depending on what deck they indicate they're playing. This might be a Sandman game. Okay, with Claw drawn, do we Sandman here? That looks like they're setting up to Death Wave, huh? I guess I could also Scarlet Witch the Bifrost here as a potential. I could like Scarlet Witch and Sentinel this turn and then potentially Sandman the following turn if it looks like they're going to wave. Yeah, I think I want to play 2 cards this turn. That's funny. New York ends up having a similar effect to the Bifrost. Okay, yeah, I think I'm gonna Sandman left here. I think there's a good chance they wave next turn. They killed 2 things, which means if they... Oh, they killed their Deadpool here too, so that's good. That's good for Sandman as well. Yeah, Sandman looking pretty reasonable here. Which location do I want to play into? Opponent retreated. Yeah, Sandman just locked him out. Nice. Good stuff. That's why Sandman is powerful. When it's good, you play it out and it locks him out. Thanks for the resubs during that game. We had a couple there. Defender of Cats. Thanks for the 20 months. Oh, I might have gotten that one already. I'm glad you enjoyed the Tainted Pack. And Draken, thanks for the 5 months. He'll play on 2. Or on 1. Plenty of plays for 2, sorry. Sunspot into Wakanda is a little annoying. Scorpion versus Okoye. They already played, I think because they played a 1-drop, that makes Okoye better. Although I guess Scorpion versus Okoye also kind of depends on how I feel about the cards in my hand. Like, I'm probably going to play these cards outright, which kind of makes Scorpion better. Versus playing what I draw. But I do have to decide here, do I want to Scarlet Witch the Mindscape, or do I want to Scarlet Witch Wakanda to be able to Killmonger here, potentially? I think I want to Scarlet Witch the Mindscape. Alright, so we each get to drop a card into play here. I'm gonna go ahead and make mine Vision. slide this way. Storming here doesn't really accomplish anything.
Opponent snapped.
I think I'm just playing Claw. Does Lockjaw trigger even though Death's Domain killed Jubilee? The client's kind of locking up here. He feels like it's confused. What the fuck happened there? Why did my card flip up second? I was behind, or flip up first. I was losing. Their name was gold. Does anybody know? What am I missing here? Why did my Shang-Chi flip first? What's going on? Hulk should have died there, right? They had priority at the start of the turn. Right? I'm pretty sure they had priority. And I don't know what happened there. I was winning before the turn. All right, someone go back and check the tape. I know, because I had Vision here. And they had Hobgoblin here, right? I'm pretty sure they were gold. Someone go back and feel free to check the recording, but I'm pretty sure they had priority through that whole way. Because I had -5 and I was only something or other. I don't know. Someone go back and look. They were definitely highlighted in gold when they flipped up at the end there. I don't remember what happened at the start of the turn, but that should be irrelevant because their name was highlighted in gold. So either the name was highlighted wrong. Yeah, they were gold the whole time, right? Yeah. Okay. I'm not crazy. I mean, I am crazy, but I'm right. Also right in this case. All right, no one drops. Pass the turn. See if we can sneak Scorpion into the danger room, huh? Actually, this might be an Okoye angle. The cards in our hand are only okay. Okay. Sign me up. Then we'll have to decide, are we winning? And the turn 4, are we winning with the Sandman question? I think we might be. They haven't played a whole lot of anything out. We have either Claw into Chavez or Vision into Chavez. The Scorpion basically negates whatever their Forge was doing here. Yes, unless they play exactly what they drew for the turn. Huh? Yeah, we're definitely Shang-Chiing the Namor. The question is, what else are we doing after that? I kind of want to Shang-Chi Namor on the last turn, right? So I think I want to Vision this turn, and then we can adjust Vision depending on what they do where. So we do this, and then we do this, and then we're theoretically winning all of the locations, except if they play something here to make Omega Red huge, I guess is a liability. No, we don't lose to Onslaught. Have to be ahead by 10 power here. And Onslaught only puts them up to 10, and I have 5. So they need, wait, I have 5 here still. So they need 11, 12 power here, right? Because they can only play 1 card. So they need something like a Magneto here to get 10 above 5 to turn on Omega Red. Yeah, we're fine. We're good there. Another Sandman. Sandman claims another victim, chat. He's lovely. All right, chat. It is 2:30. We started snapping a bit early because Magik Arena died. So this we've been doing snap for about 2 hours. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and just sign off a little bit early today, since our arena time got cut short this morning, and grab some actual lunch for myself instead of just snacking all day. If you're looking for more Snap stuff, you new to the channel and enjoyed the vibes, be sure to check out my Snap YouTube channel, Hooklandia Snap. I post deck highlights there and other game news updates and short videos several times per week. We had a deck highlight with my favorite deck in the game right now, Have Some Crap, get posted there earlier today. If you haven't seen this one, it's a ton of fun with Green Goblins and Vipers and Debris and stuff. I'll be back tomorrow. We'll be doing a couple of Magic decks in the morning. We'll be wrapping up with a couple hours of Snap at the end. Usually I do that. We play some Magic to start, and we play some Snap to end the day. Everybody enjoy the rest of your Thursday wherever you're at. I'll see you around real soon again, hopefully.